Welcome to episode 17 of Scaling a Social Media Marketing Agency. My name is Hervin, and this is a video series where I take you behind the scenes of our SMMA and show you what we're doing to scale it. I am documenting the journey here, so I am sharing what I am working on a day-to-day basis, the problems that I am trying to solve, the lessons that I am learning. So if you're interested in seeing how we scale our company, subscribe to the YouTube channel. With that said, let's dive in. Today is April 26th, Saturday. Because it is Saturday, the weekend, I don't have any call schedules with clients, with our teams, with our team members, which gave me time to just focus on the marketing project today. I was able to make a lot of progress. I was able to knock out about 3 hours, maybe even a little more of deep work and just get a lot of things done. I felt that it was a productive day. You could see here the marketing plan that I am trying to work and build this out is here in front of my screen. So you could see here, this is an entire marketing plan. And it all starts with an advertising campaign. So I'm going to be promoting a case study from one of our successful clients where people can see how one of our successful clients got success. That's the essence of it. And then from there, they go to a landing page. So the ad says like, hey, would you like to see how this client got success? And then if they say yes, then they go to a landing page to click on the ad, go to the landing page. The landing page says the same thing, like opt in to get a case study from our successful client. And then from there, when people opt in, now they're going to go to a page where ideally we want to ask them to schedule a call with us. And I've been speaking in the previous days about, I was confused whether I wanted to call this a strategy call, whether I wanted to call this a demo call, the approach that I was going to take, how I was going to create the video here that was going to then let people know why they should schedule this call. So I finally decided on the demo call strategy. And one of the things that I got done today is that I actually created the video. So once somebody schedules this, then they go to a thank you page where they say like, hey, thank you so much for scheduling your demo call. Here's what you're going to learn inside. And then on top of that, they're going to get reminder sequences to show up to the call. And those reminder sequences are going to get people to watch that video because it is important for them to watch. I want them ideally. This was one of Alex Hermosi's suggestions, is that before somebody jumps in to talk to you, you got to educate them on your business so they show up and you don't have to repeat yourself. You're just helping them make a decision. You're not having to educate them on the call. So that's the idea. And so once people book, then they're going to go to a sales call. And then from there, if they buy, then they go to our onboarding. If they don't buy, then I am going to, during that call, I am going to say like, hey, let's schedule you for another call. And then from there, they're going to send reminders for that other call. And on top of that, there's going to be another VSL, another video sales letter that tells them, essentially answers objections and shows them proof that it works. So all of these things that I've walked you through right now, I made a lot of progress on them. So I was able to create first the landing page here. So this landing page, when somebody opts in, so I had that created already. In fact, I think I showed it in another video. Let me just show you here what it used to look like. So here's what the page used to look like before. So it used to say case study from 280 students to over 600, the 5 steps that help Shauna double her student enrollment in a saturated market. And then it says inside this case study, you'll discover how Shauna attracts new students, an automated follow-up process, how Shauna was able to get her time back. So it talks about all of this. There's a picture of Shauna. It says download the case study. And this is kind of like a traditional page, what it looked like, a traditional opt-in page. But I just recently saw a video from somebody who also went to the Alex Hermosi event, and one of the feedback, it wasn't the same event that I had gone to. He had gone to another one. And one of the feedback that he got is like, you want to simplify this page. So you want to have very little copy if possible, like a headline and something else that lets them know there's a case study. And then from there, a button that says case study. So I thought I'm going to remove all of this text right here and test a simpler page, something like this. Case study from 200 to essentially the same headline. Case study. In that video I saw on YouTube to have something blurred like this, and then it says download the case study. So I actually created this page. Here's what it looks like. Boom. So this is the real page. So there it is, case study, the headline, this graphic that I spent some time today, maybe like an hour, just creating different type of graphics that I could test out for this page to see if I can increase. Because if this page increases the amount of opt-ins, that we get, it's just really going to impact our business like for the better. And so I spent some time creating this essentially asset, if you will. And then from there at the bottom, it says download the case study. So if people click that, it opens up a page that says, download your case study. They got to fill this out. Boom. So I'm excited for this. I created this. Then from there, when people, so I spent some time doing that. Then when people go to the landing page when people opt in here and they fill out that form, then they're going to go to a new page that says, hey, you received your case study. And then it's going to say, would you like to schedule a call with us? Now, I was thinking about how do I do that? So again, this is what it used to look like. This is what it looks like now. Let me just show you here really quickly. This is what it used to look like. One is to help you attract 34 to 100 new students in the next 90 days. Schedule a 15-minute call so we could tell you how our program works. So that's a kind of like a weak, it's not weak, it's good because that's a good claim. But 15 minutes isn't enough to get somebody to buy. And they told me that I needed to have people buy on that call. So I changed it up to this new page that says your case study is at the bottom of this page. So once people opt in here, I want to acknowledge the fact that they opted in for a case study, and it says your case study is at the bottom of this page. One is to help you enroll 149 to 200 new students, which is legitimately, we've done studies on our clients' results, and this is on average. Like we broke it down into a massive spreadsheet to see what kind of results we have our clients get, and in a year, this is how much they bring in. 149 on average, and our top clients over 200 students, 200 to 400. And so I say, if yes, watch the quick video below. So there's a quick video. That's the one that I recorded today. As you can see, I have the same hairstyle, same t-shirt. I probably always do anyway, but you can see here, I recorded this video and then it says schedule your demo call, which I got to change out. I got to make a note to myself to change out this calendar. And then I said your case study is at the bottom of this page. For people to get there, they have to scroll past all of our testimonials here. And then at the bottom, it says access your case study here. So this is something where obviously I want people to schedule that call because then we can chat to them about StudyUp. So that is this page right here. And then when somebody schedules, when somebody schedules, then we want to send them to another page, which I haven't created, that lets them know like, hey, thank you so much for scheduling your demo call. Here's how to prepare for the call. And then reminders to get people to watch that call. So I did create, let me just take you here to what I worked on today. So this is that VSL. So VSL that gets people to schedule the demo. That's this one right here. So I worked on the script. I think it was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. I completed the script and then I started working on the next script. So for the page that once they book, then I need to explain how StudyUp works, what it does, so they come prepared. And so I wrote an AI prompt to give me the first iteration. At the beginning, I first started with what do I want to say? So I started brain dumping ideas, organizing them, and then I created this prompt. And then from there, I wrote the VSL so ChatGPT gave me some ideas. It polished up what I wanted. I essentially had what I wanted to say, but then ChatGPT helped me polish it up. And then from there, I also created a presentation to walk people through. And I timed myself the first time around. Just made a bunch of mistakes, made tweaks. It was about 15 minutes. Then I made a faster one, still mistakes and correcting it through. It was about 11 minutes. I'm trying to see if I could get it down to 8 minutes, like a super short VSL that just walks them through. It just tells them everything that they need to know and nothing that they don't. And so I initially tested it with our story here. And I think our story is cool because people can relate to it, but I'm not sure. So I'm debating whether I should take it on or not. And then from there, when people schedule their demo call, I created email confirmation, like an email confirmation, email reminders 24 hours before their call, 1 hour before their call to get people to show up. And I wrote the prompts out. And then when people show up for the demo, if they don't end up buying, then we want to show them. So I created another presentation here that is going to walk people through kind of like the frequently asked questions as to why people don't sign up for StudioHub. Also, it's going to walk them through like just handling objections and showing them proof that it does work. Then from there, I also wrote, you remember how I said, if somebody doesn't buy, I am going to get them to schedule another call. On that call, it's called BAMFAM, book a meeting from a meeting. This is something that I was taught in the Alex Ramosi event. So I want to schedule people for what's called a follow-up call. So where I am going to walk them through or answer any questions that they had. And so before this follow-up call, before they show up for this follow-up call, I want them to see a video that walks them through this presentation. So that is something. So this I need to record, and this I need to record. So I need to make those videos. And yeah, that's what I worked on today. The last thing, although I started there, is one of the last things that I worked on is the case, like how these pages looked. So yeah. Super pumped for having made a lot of progress on this marketing project. If you're enjoying these updates for how we're working towards scaling our SMMA, our social media marketing agency, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment below, and I'll see you in the next update. Bye.